Welcome back to the Horror Movie Files. Today's topic will cover another iconic monster from the Godzilla monsterverse, Mechagodzilla. This video contains mentions and images of giant monsters, violence, and robots. On the off chance any of that makes you uncomfortable, then feel free to click off the video. If not, let's begin with SCP-ACX. SCP-ACX, primary codename, the incarnation of Japanese imperialism. Secondary codename, Mechagodzilla, killer of titans. Dual object class, neutralized Euclid. Special containment procedures. A majority of the remaining pieces of SCP-ACX that could be retrieved during the 1974 incident have been stored at Site AA. These pieces, including SCP-ACX-1 pieces, are stored in the main Paratech storage unit and are handled by the Department of Transportation and Machinery. Meanwhile, SCP-ACX-2 is contained at Site AR within a 30 by 30 meter room. SCP-ACX-2 is placed in the middle of the room, kept protected and in place by gravity-locked devices. The top and bottom of SCP-ACX-2 are energy siphoning devices used to harvest the Gaia radiation it produces. The siphoning devices are connected to a tubing system that divides and transfers the Gaia radiation into any and all of the 48 canisters within the room. The canisters are regularly taken out and replaced with new ones by Foundation staff. The already filled canisters are taken to the testing chambers for experimental research. Experiments with Gaia radiation must be approved by at least one Level 3 Foundation clearance staff member and scheduled ahead of time. Because Gaia radiation dissipates quickly, all testing must be done at Site AR. Description: SCP-ACX is a large-scale mechanized anomaly created by Group of Interest, the Imperial Japanese Anomalous Matters Examination Agency, or EJMIA for short. It was created in the likeness of SCP-ABQ and uses Gaia radiation to fuel its body. For those that don't know, Gaia radiation is a non-toxic form of energy that is also the life force of all species of interest, the Titans. SCP-ABQ in particular is able to generate nearly infinite amounts of Gaia radiation, and even siphon other forms of radiation. The immense amount of power it possesses is most certainly why SCP-ACX was designed in its likeness. SCP-ACX is an exact cybernetic replica to SCP-ABQ, with it being 108 meters tall, fueled by Gaia radiation, having atomic breath, and being nearly indestructible. SCP-ACX's body is created with a heavily modified form of Desunite, to the point that it's almost a completely different metal. How EJMIA managed to manipulate or procure ESU technology is unknown. The spine is reinforced with beryllium bronze, allowing the Gaia radiation to transfer through the body, power all weapons, and be stored in large amounts. The rest of the body is made from an anomalous organic-like metal that can be powered by Gaia radiation to become stronger than before. This anomalous metal has been dubbed by Dr. Wall Godzilla. As per its EJMIA creators, it was heavily reinforced with additional weaponry, with hopes to make it stronger than SCP-ABQ. Dubbed SCP-ACX-1 instances, they are weapons attached to SCP-ACX that allow the machine to destroy any and all Titans it comes across. The most basic SCP-ACX-1 instance are the thrusters hidden on the feet of SCP-ACX. Additional thrusters are placed in the elbows and shoulders for maximum movement and agility. Of course, there is the main atomic cannon within SCP-ACX's mouth that allow it to blast its own atomic breath. Additionally, hidden in the shoulders and legs of SCP-ACX are missile launchers, firing hard-like constructs of missiles made from condensed energy, allowing it to harm even Titans. With all its capabilities and weapons, SCP-ACX should have been able to kill SCP-ABQ, had it not run out of Gaia radiation. The initial flaw with the original model of SCP-ACX is that it lacked a proper fuel source. In order to keep running, it needed to constantly hunt and kill Titans to absorb the Gaia radiation within their bodies. Despite this, it burned through the Gaia radiation faster than it harvested it. As such, its initial purpose by Ingemia to both destroy SCP-ABQ and establish Japanese imperialism on the New World had failed completely. The original SCP-ACX was discovered and destroyed in the year of 1974. However, in 2021, SCP-ACX had been remade by a group of interest Anderson Robotics. They kept the design mostly the same, except they added deadlier weapons, such as an engine that emits an aura of corrupted Gaia radiation that allows any of its attacks to leave lasting wounds, even on SCP-ABQ. Though of all the additions, the most notable and powerful addition was the main power core, known as SCP-ACX-2. SCP-ACX-2 is an engine created with ancient spikes from the ancestors of SCP-ABQ. Because of this, the engine can actually produce an infinite amount of Gaia radiation over time, and is even able to siphon other forms of energy, just like SCP-ABQ. Most of its body was even made with a fabricated version of the Foundation's Alaxonium. This has allowed SCP-ACX as a whole to regenerate, unlike the original instance, making it nearly impossible to destroy. The new SCP-ACX was so powerful that it nearly killed SCP-ABQ, SCP-ABU, and even SCP-ACN-Alpha, who tried to help. It was only after SCP-5514 was deployed and armed with SCP that SCP-ACX was finally defeated. Afterwards, to everyone's shock, SCP-ABQ lowered its head to SCP-5514, not really bowing as it was still an alpha, but simply giving thanks. SCP-ABU did the same, and so did SCP-ACN-Alpha, though with some reluctance. Afterwards, the Titans departed from one another as the peace between them remained. SCP-ACX-2 was recovered from the remains soon after, and is now the only viable method for the Foundation to have an unlimited supply of Gaia radiation. As a result, it must never be tampered with by Foundation staff, even for research purposes. All efforts are instead focused on replicating SCP-ACX-2 from scratch. Though by order of the Ethics Committee, to harvest more scales from the dead ancestors of SCP-ABQ is out of the question. Though it should be noted that not only would such an action be unethical, it would most certainly lead to retribution from SCP-ABQ, a scenario that must be avoided, even if SCP-5514 has grown stronger with its current upgrades. And that was SCP-ACX. Thank you to everyone for watching this video to the end. Please leave a like in the video and comment down below what you thought. All criticism is helpful to creators, so please don't hold back on your opinions. Though if you're a new watcher on YouTube, please follow me on Tumblr, as most of my projects are there. Link will be in the description below. But if you're more interested in getting access to content early, please become a member of my Patreon. Just like the Shining Canyon, William Adams, and Cierra Hernandez, you'll get early access to up to 10 videos, other SCP-HMF content, be able to request art, view my growing artwork collection, and view first drafts on all my future projects. I update my Patreon daily and always announce major updates, so as a patron, you'll never miss out. Link will also be in the description. Thank you all again for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.